Let me give you guys the facts. This guy's name is Kevin Shiftright. This guy's name is Kevin Racing Tire. Mattel, come on. Couldn't you have been a little bit more creative with the names of these guys? I mean, there are only 36 Piston Cup racers, and there are hundreds of names you could have possibly chosen from. Also, their last names are a combination of two words that relate to cars. Again, why so similar? Mattel, typical Mattel, but that's all I'm gonna say about this issue. I know I've been giving Mattel a lot of negative words lately, so I'm just gonna leave it at that, but I did want to point that out because I get these two racers mixed up all the time. But nonetheless, let's get on with today's suggestion video. Thank you for the suggestion, SirDerplington. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, and if I did not, let me know how to do so in the comment section below, but I do hope you enjoy your suggestion video. Now, like I've said in some of my previous videos, please don't suggest anything during this time, which was July 9th to the 22nd, so just 5 more days until you guys can suggest some more cars. And I will be making an introduction back into suggestions, providing some more rules and guidelines that you'll have to follow. But for the time being, there aren't really any guidelines except for the fact that, obviously, don't suggest something that I've already reviewed. And now, let's get on with the review here of Clutch Aid. Obviously, though, his real name is Kevin Shiftright. Now, this racer has been released quite a few times. I personally got mine in the 2009 Lightyear Tire Launcher. Again, I kind of mentioned this in one of my previous videos regarding a Piston Cup racer. These launchers were not as cool as the pit stop launchers, in my opinion at least. You'd put the car in the tire right here, and then you'd press a button, and they'd literally launch out the door right here. So kind of cool. You can use these to show around, but I definitely prefer the other launchers that they had before all of these. He was released in that launcher in 2009 and then again in 2010. Obviously, he was released in the Motor Speedway of the South set that was only available for Redline Club members. And then he was released in a Target 9-pack in 2010 with some reporters, some racers, and the first release of Timothy Twostroke. And then, obviously, like every other racer except Apple, he was released in 2009 with rubber tires, a part of one of the Kmart collector's events. And now that we're done with all the releases, let's get on with the review of them. He's got a very nice tampo there on the hood, Clutch Aid. Now, this is obviously some sort of health medical thing that helps you kind of rejuvenate, I guess, because it has the cross there resembling like a hospital, Clutch Aid, and he's got these nice white stripes that go throughout his body. He is based off of the Nitroid model. He does not have a grill, which means that he wouldn't have a mustache in the Cars universe there. Very nice. Now, since this is one of the older releases, he does have raised eyelids, and they have not made a version of him with flat eyelids because he hasn't been released since 2010, so a re-release of him would be pretty awesome. You can see some other sponsors on the side right here, such as Mood Springs, No Stall, Easy Idle, RPM, and a bunch of other ones. He's got these nice white rims right here that match his design. He's number 121, which is the second highest number in the Piston Cup, I believe. The highest is No Stalls 123. I believe I'm right about that. He's got another logo for Clutch Aid on this side. This time it's more of a vertical kind of one-line design, whereas the one on the hood there was more of a square, kind of spread out a little bit more. He's got a bandage below the gas cap right there, another cool logo. I really do like that, which also tells us that he's some sort of medical aid. Clutch Aid on the back here as well. Clutch also is a part of a car, by the way, so I assume it's supposed to help that. You know, aid means help, so Clutch Aid. Help for your clutch, I guess. Trying to make some sense of this here. He's got a bunch of other Clutch Aid logos on here as well. So pretty cool racer. Not one of my favorites, but you know, he's one of my favorites. I mean, all of my Piston Cup racers are my favorites, but this one just not as high as such as Taco Mint or Four Wheel Drive, anybody like that. So that is all for today's suggestion video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and thank you, SirDerplington, for the suggestion. Again, Hope the video lived up to what you'd hoped it'd be, and I'll see you guys next time for another video. See you guys then, bye now.